there, this is Maggie, and I want to share with you this sultry Santorini summer nights look. I went to a Greece cruise recently, and I wore this every evening as I went to dinner, and I want to show you how to achieve this look. So if you are new here, my name is Maggie, and I create videos that will help inspire you from the inside out, hoping to build empowerment and confidence one lipstick at a time. Let's get into the look. Okay, we're gonna start off with my primer. I'm gonna just hydrate my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my face primers. And first thing I like to do is put on this Power Grip Dewy Setting Mist. This is gonna keep the makeup on the skin. I'm also gonna put on this e.l.f. Stay Cool Primer Stick. And just kind of give my face a little cool down. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and go into my foundation. I'm using this Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation in the shade Light Neutral 10. And I like to apply makeup with a foundation, like a fluffy kind of foundation brush. It's dome shaped. The brushes I get are just from Amazon. This isn't like a super heavy like foundation, so I just put one light layer on, and you could see it just got rid of the redness that I have usually here in this area. It got rid of that, but it doesn't get rid of like blemish, I'm sorry, birthmarks or anything like that that you may have. So there's a little blemish right there on my nose, and it doesn't really get rid of that either. So I'm going to put it on the other side as well. It does, for me, even out my face, which is what I like. And that to me is what foundation is for. It's really to even out any kind of tone in your skin. Not to like remove any blemishes or anything like that. Because I do carry like a really red face normally. Okay, so that's a nice base layer of this foundation. I'm not going to go in for another layer. I like it like this. Next is concealer. This is my all-time favorite. It's the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. And this, if you have any spots, like I had that one on my nose, any like more redness, I'm just going to put it around there. And also kind of highlight like the highlight areas. And then I'm going to use an angled blending brush and just blend that out. And this really does give you like that faux filter look. This foundation is too light for me, so I do need to go in here in a bit and put on some concealer. So I'm going to do that after this, but I do need to go and get like a summer kind of tan color for myself, because that is a tan body and not a tan face. But I don't like to go too tan on the face, because then you start looking a little bit muddy. So I'm gonna kind of go as tan as I can without looking muddy. All right, so now I like to put this on the lid, sort of like a primer for the eyes. And then that blemish on my nose is completely gone. The redness around my nose is gone. So this works really well. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. I'm gonna use my one size. I like this one because it's so lightweight. So I don't know if you have to shake it. I always shake it. And then just grab a pan. Okay, now that should set that. Now what I'm gonna do before I apply my powders is I'm gonna go ahead and apply liquid or a cream contour and also a cream blush. So for the contour, I'm going to use this NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Universal Light. And I like this color. I'm like almost down to the bottom of it, but I really like this one because it's the perfect kind of brown. Okay, there's that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. I'm going to use this little brush. It's a synthetic angled brush. It's the one that I used on the cruise. Just really making sure to blend all this out. We don't want any harsh lines. The reason why I put it under my lip is because it makes your lip fuller. It kind of makes it look heavy, like there's a shadow under there. And then just what is on the brush, I'll go around the nose to add that contour there. I don't like to contour the nose as much. My nose is fine. It doesn't need to be contoured. I think sometimes people just think like you have to contour here and there, and you honestly don't. If you have like a small forehead, don't contour the forehead. You know, if you have a small nose, you can definitely leave your nose alone. If you have a strong jawline, don't contour it, you know, because I think it's just contouring for the sake of contouring. So that's a good like base for contour. So I don't need to contour the forehead very much, but I did contour today because I do want it to match. In this case, I'm dealing with not really contouring, I'm more of deepening my foundation. So I'm going to use another NYX Wonder Stick. This is in the shade Deep Peach, and I like to use the coral color. There's this color, it's like corally, and then we have on this side one that's more deep. So those are those colors. I like to use this corally color. It's a gorgeous color. I got it kind of on myself, but you can also use the deeper color to sort of do a little bit of a contour blush situation. You could do that too. All right, I'm gonna now take my synthetic kind of flat brush and just blend that out. Just kind of going in circles with the brush. And I kind of do go heavy on the contour blush because we're going to put powder over it, and it kind of takes away some of that color. So we did a little ombre effect with like the darker one back here and the lighter one up at the front. And then go ahead and, you know, contour the nose a little bit, but give it that little sun-kissed look by taking that blush down the center of the face, maybe on the top of the forehead up here. So, all right, now I'm gonna go ahead and reapply my spray. All right, now that is done, we're gonna go ahead and apply our powder. The powder I really enjoy in the summer, really in all times, is the Huda Beauty. This is banana bread. I do like a little bit of yellow in my like skin tone, so I do like the banana bread powder. I do want to try the like the peachy one. I think there's a peachy one that just came out, but anyways, I'm just gonna take that with a puff, and I always kind of apply it here to this area first. And also put it on the top of the lid so it can set that concealer up there. All right, now what I like to do is go in with a little bit of a highlighter. I'm gonna use this Revolution highlighter Reloaded in the shade Just My Type. And I take an angled synthetic brush. This one is very subtle, which I do like. I pretty much like what's going on with the blush and the contour and all that. If you don't, feel free to go in there and add more or less depending on your preference. I am going to add a little bit more bronzer. This is the All Buttered Up. That's the shade, Butter Bronzer, and the shade is All Buttered Up. And it's like a more of a reddish brown. So taking a dome brush, I'm going to tap off all the excess. This does have a lot of excess. And just kind of go around on top of that. Now I want to set all of that. I'm going to go ahead and go back into my one size. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I like using the NYX Lift and Snatch, and I use the color Espresso. So I need another one of these. I'm sort of running out. Have y'all used the brow filter on TikTok? I used it and it always cuts my eyebrow off here. I need to cut off the rest of this. I'm gonna dermaplan later, but I think it's so funny that it always chops off the end of people's brows. But I'm gonna show you, cutting that little piece off makes such a difference. Maybe I'll do that on a short just to show you. All right, so that's it for that. And then the next thing I do is go ahead and take my brow gel. This is the Kosas Air Brow, and it's clear, but it does have some of that residual tint. And I just comb them up. I like a full brow. All right, now I'm going to show you the Sultry Santorini eye makeup that I did every evening in Greece. And apply on my lips this Lanolips ointment. It's a multi-balm, but I like to use it on the lips. Now, the palette that I took and that I will be using the whole time for today, it's this Ulta Beauty Electric City palette, and these are the shades. Super pretty. So I used these browns here. So let's get started. All right, I'm gonna take a fluffy all over brush just like this one, and I'm gonna go into tan lines here at the bottom. It's like a taupey brown shade, and I'm I'm just gonna go ahead and window wipe that into my crease area. Actually, I'm gonna use a different brush. Yes, this brush is better. This is a fluffy blending brush. And just getting that all over that area. You can bring it down onto the lid as well. Just like that. This look doesn't matter if it's messy. This is one of the easiest looks to do, so. The only thing is, it kind of just depends on your eye shape. So I like to really carry it high into my crease area, into the, like this part, like I'm on my brow bone right here. And it just depends. I have a lot of lid space, so I can sort of do that. You'll have to kind of know your eye shape and if you can go that high up. All right, so there is that color. I'm gonna go ahead and go into a like pencil brush here, and I'm gonna go into that same color, and this one's gonna go on the bottom lid. And I do go pretty low, so because my eye kind of comes out a lot, I'm gonna go all the way to like the bottom of this eye bag area here. I just think it looks more sultry when you go that low, but to each their own. You like really study your eye shape and know, like, and experiment, you know how low you can go that it doesn't look, you know, like a mistake, but it does look sultry. So I go pretty low. Now you can use the same brush there and go into coconut dreams biscuits. And it's so cute because it's got a little flamingo. Cute. I'm gonna take that same brush, and this one's gonna go in the outer part here. Just kind of keep it in this area, like the outer V. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a V. I'm going into the crease just an inch, like a half an inch, and then on the lid, like that. And then I'm also taking it in the outer part of the lower lash line, but I'm not going very low with this one. Staying pretty close to the top. Just like that. All right, same thing for the other eye. I'm gonna put it in this outer part here, go up, and then in, up, in. And so it creates that V. And also, depending on your eye shape, if you don't have, you know, a big eye shape here, you can do a C and just make it smaller if you don't have a lot of room here. So should look something like that. All right, now I'm gonna go into the blending brush, and I'm gonna go into that coconut color, just like one tap. And then I'm just gonna further spread that color out. These Ulta palettes I've never used before, but I was pretty impressed. It looks really nice. All right, now you can really go as like blown out as you want, depending on your eye shape. I kind of really like that whole like really blown out look. So that's just me. I kind of take it out and blend that color out here. If you don't have a big space here, just when you're blending, go into the lid space. So here's going in, this one's going out. So you can see that difference. I like to go out when I diffuse it to really, like I said, blow the color out, but I also go in a few laps as well. So nice and diffused. All right, now I'm gonna go into the shade Art Deco. It's this coppery shade up here, and this is what I kind of varied with as well in the evening. I usually use the Art Deco color, but sometimes I went in with Sunsets, which is more gold, especially when I had on the all like white dress. So you'll kind of see how you want to do it here. So I'm gonna go right now into Art Deco, and this is just gonna go all over the lid. From like all the movable part of the lid, just like that. And this is a fluffy brush, like kind of like a fluffy paddle brush. All right, now I'm just taking the very top of the brush and putting that in the lower part, inner lower line here, right here. If you don't have a lot of lid space, you can use a different brush for this. All right. I think it looks so pretty when you bring that top color down. Now I'm gonna take my fan brush and just get rid of any excess that may have fallen. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this eyeliner. This is the Tarte Double Take eyeliner. One side is liquid and the other side is a like gel pencil brush. I like to use the liquid side, and I'm just gonna line my lids. This isn't that dramatic. We're mostly focusing on like the diffused kind of look, but I am one of those that likes to line my eyelids every day. But I don't do a big line, just kind of like a little. This step is optional too. It looks pretty without it, but I just think gotta outline those eyes, make them bigger. Now I know it has the pencil side and it works fine, but I personally don't like this one. For the bottom, I'm gonna use this Milani. This is the Milani Stay Put eyeliner. It's waterproof, it works tons better. So I'm just gonna sharpen it because we are going in the waterline. Taking that liner and just going right in your lash line. This is the kicker. See how much more sultry that looks there? Let's do the other eye. And then I like to give it a good squeeze. That way it transfers some of that color up to the top. Or you can take your liner pencil and line the top. All right, we're almost done. I'm just gonna go ahead and go into my mascara. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and this is in black. You can use brown if you wanna kind of stay on that theme, and you can curl your lashes as well. I'm not going to. Maybe put some on this lower lash line as well. I don't put as much in the center, in the inner portion, because I like that gold to stand out, or the lid color. Now for the lips, everything else is good. I like everything as it is. Perfect. Now for the lips, I'm just gonna line my lips. I'm using the NYX Line Loud in the shade Gold Crusher. It's just a nice neutral shade. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I sharpen. You can overline if you'd like. I'm gonna do a little overlining on the top lip. Just like that. And then I'm gonna keep this handy because I'm gonna take that with me everywhere I go as well. And over that, I'm just gonna apply a gloss. This is exactly how I did it. I just used this Mineral Fusion lip gloss, and in the shade Santorini. So it's literally just like a gold gloss. And that's it. And the perfume that I used is this Escada Santorini Sunrise perfume. It smells so good every evening. So I kind of alternated between this one during the evening and my blue Rooftops one during the day. So there you have it, the whole complete look. I put this everywhere. This is exactly what I did with my hair on the cruise. I literally just let it air dry, and because I do get a little bit of a wave, it just kind of picked that up, especially because there was lots of humidity in the air. So I'm gonna do the same, just let that airflow, just zhuzh it up, make it nice and big. That's how I like it. And that's pretty much it. The last thing I'm gonna do, once these lashes are nice and dry, which let me check, and there's no residue there, you're good to go. Go ahead and take your face mist again and mist it down. I'm gonna switch it to this Ben Nye Final Seal. This is the best. I did not take this on the cruise, but I'm gonna use it today. And that's it. There you have it. This is my Sultry Santorini night look that I did every night while I was on the cruise. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video.